Welcome back, guys. Oh, hey, this looks like... Oh, is this an... No, it can't be an Arc Demon, because that would be a dragon. This is just like... a big guy. So he was once a wizard?
Got it. Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
Go!
All right, all right.
Yes.
You're gonna regret this. On your guard, Red.
Ouch.
Got it.
Here. This is it! Alright, that's it!
Excellent.
One of your members was knocked out during combat. Any sustained ability the party member had was deactivated. He or she will now have an injury. Remove them using injury kits, which are located in the potions. Who was knocked out? What, the guy at the very bottom? Well, he's a fucking idiot anyway. I don't give a shit.
The beacon is over here.
Hey, way to take the glory.
Let's light it quickly before it's too late.
So who has the injury? And how do I know? Doesn't matter? Alright. Can I... This guy has an item set bonus. Can I take away his items? Because he's obviously a temporary character. Can I make him naked right now by unequipping him and, like, take all his shit from my own inventory? You know? Because I'll lose this stuff if he leaves the party, right? Like, I probably could have taken all that shit from those guys who ended up taking the joining ritual before they did. I'll leave him with his weapon so he's not useless. But I'll just spam health potions so he stays alive and I get to keep all his shit. The wizard, I don't care about his stuff. Yeah, you can keep your shit.
The beacon is over here. We've surely missed the signal. Let's...
Ah, fuck it. Everybody's naked.
Light it quickly before it's too late.
Alright, guys. This is what I'm talking about. You'll learn my ways. Dibs on ogre loot. If we get through this, you can each one of you put one ball on my chin. And it all has to be at the same time, by the way. Level up!
Sound the retreat.
But what about the king? Should we not...
Do as I command.
Wait, they're supposed to, when the thing is lit, they're supposed to jump out.
Pull out! All of you, let's move!
They're disobeying orders. Oh, he is evil, man. He just smiled. But he was the father, that guy's, the kid's father's. Wait a minute, did he dabble in magic and get corrupted? No! My liege! Well, that was a early end for him. I wasn't expecting that. I thought he'd stick around for a while. Yeah, Duncan! Splinter. What's wrong? Cramp? I get those. So pretty much we're all fucked. What? Bad end? Is that it? Oh well, I tried my best. Side boob.
Your eyes finally open. Mother should be pleased.
Boobies. What happened to the Darkspawn? I remember you years ago from the wild. Where am I?
I am Morrigan, lest you have forgotten, and we are in the wilds where I am bandaging your wounds. You are welcome, by the way. How does your memory fare? Do you remember Mother's rescue?
Wait, what happened to the army? To the king? I remember being overwhelmed by Darkspawn. What happened to the king?
The man who was to respond to your signal quit the field. The Darkspawn won your battle. Those he abandoned were massacred. Your friend, he is not taking it well.
Who? Wait, Alistair? He's not my friend. What happened to the Grey Wardens and the king?
All dead. Your friend has veered between denial and grief since Mother told him. He is outside by the fire.
He's not
Mother
my
asked to see
friend.
you when you awoke.
I will go then. Why does your mother want to see me? Were my injuries severe? I have some questions if you don't mind.
I do not mind. Take your time.
Hi, Becky. Biggie didn't even text me. Or did you? Did I just miss it? It didn't come up on the phone. Our texts don't work. Maybe it showed up on the computer. Met a fan in the bathroom at the airport in Toronto. That's weird. Oh, I see. Your things came up in here. It wasn't a text then. You're sending me iMessages. I see. Yeah, I'm hoping that it was a girl fan, Becky. I just realized that. Okay. Okay, Becky. Have a good... Are you gonna go to... Did you sleep on the plane? Are you gonna go to sleep now? I'm gonna go to sleep soon. I think this is my last segment for now. I made it to a turning point in the game. Oh dear. You should sleep, Beck. Are we safe here? Where are the Darkspawn?
We are safe for the moment. Mother's magic keeps the Darkspawn away.
Love you too,
Once
Becky.
you leave, 'tis uncertain what will happen. The Horde has moved on, so you might avoid it.
Why did your mother save us?
I wonder at that myself. But she tells me nothing. Perhaps you were the only ones she could reach. I would have rescued your king. A king would be worth a much higher ransom than you.
Happen to be royal blood, you know.
Yet now you are a surface dwarf. My king's ransom might be a long time coming.
I'm not a huge fan of Morrigan either. Her dialogue is kind of contrived. It's kind of cliche. And the delivery is kind of wooden. Same as Alistair. I'm assuming these guys are... Maybe I shouldn't judge so harshly so early on, because a lot of Mass Effect characters grew on me with time, I think? Or did I like a lot of the Mass Effect characters right away? I loved Mordin right away. I loved Rex right away. Trying to think of characters who grew on me. Not really any of them, actually. I think pretty much in Mass Effect, if I liked somebody, I stayed liking them, and if I didn't like somebody, they usually didn't impress me much later down the road. I don't think the characters so far in this game have been very interesting to me. They seem like a lot of real cliches, sort of archetypes. Nothing special, nothing that stands out. But again, I haven't seen much of them yet. Maybe they'll grow. How did she manage to rescue us exactly?
She turned into a giant bird and plucked the two of you from atop the tower, one in each talon. If you do not believe that tale, then I suggest you ask Mother yourself. She may even tell you.
Why are you being so coy? It's just annoying. It's not charming. You and Alistair should get together. You'd probably be real fucking entertained by each other. Or you'll see each other in each other and hate yourselves for it. Because you're boring. I think I've asked enough questions, or are there survivors besides?
Only stragglers that are long gone. You would not want to see what is happening in that valley now.
Why? What's happening?
Are you sure you want me to describe it?
Is the world ending? Yes.
I had a good view of the battlefield. 'Tis a grisly scene. There are bodies everywhere, and Darkspawn swarm them, feeding, I think. They also look for survivors and drag them back down beneath the ground. I cannot say why.
So those survivors could be rescued?
If you are willing to run into the midst of the Horde, perhaps.
Dr. Fraff, he said he found a lot of Emmy characters boring. Ashley, I'll agree with you on that. Caden, I'll agree with you on that. Jacob, he was pretty boring too. Most of the humans were boring. Miranda was not... Oh, Miranda was annoying. I don't know that she was boring. Samara was not boring. Grunt was not boring. Grunt had an incredible story to be fleshed out. Like, his entire backstory, his whole, coming to grips with what he is and why he is, his wrestling with reality and, like, his existential moments of a brain the size of a walnut having existential introspective analysis of his being and what he is and the definition of life. I thought that was a really cool road to go down. Zaid was a bit of an archetype. Thane was cool. Thane was very cool. Anyways, let's not get into Mass Effect. This isn't a Mass Effect show. Why did Terran Loghain be the evil man?
I do not know who this Loghain even is. Perhaps ask Mother of it.
I think I've asked enough.
I agree. 'Tis time you speak with Mother, then be on your way.
Okay. So I get to level up now. I got the best character. Okay, leveling up. So finally, I'm just gonna keep on making myself super powerful. Character has more, okay, warriors, rogue, 3rd tier weapon talents, mages can take, okay. Bam. And then go down here and grab one of these. 2-handed strength. Characters learn it, reducing the penalties of attack and defense from powerful swings. So now I don't lose my the downsides to those other deals. Hey, you want to see something? You know what I feel about you? You know how I feel about you, Morrigan?
Awaiting orders.
You impressed?
I can't do that. 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 I can't do that.
God damn it. So yeah, I think this might be as far as it goes this afternoon or this morning. I'm getting a little bit tired, and you'll have a grumpy fresh on your hand at the soon. You know, but my criticisms at this stage, that little bit of criticism I just gave, is not based on being grumpy. It's my real thoughts on the characters. And don't take offense to that, even though I'm sure some of you will. If you love this game, that's my honest impressions. I'm not out to look to hate this. I don't hate it. I just don't love it, and I'm not getting hooked, which is and I don't know why I can't say or why. It's just there's nothing to hook me yet.
You must speak to Mother, then be gone. You have an army of Darkspawn to avoid, and 'twould be best to get an early start.
'Twould. Were my injuries severe?
Yes, but I expect you shall be fine. The Darkspawn did nothing Mother could not heal.
Why does your mother want to see me?
I do not know. She rarely tells me her plans.
Thank you for helping me.
You were welcome. Though Mother did most of the work, I am no healer.
I will go.
I will stay and make something to eat.
Or practice your accent, because it's not convincing me that you're from anywhere but not England.
See, here is your fellow Grey Warden. You worry too much, young man.
You're alive.
Whoa. Dem
thought you were
abs,
dead for
Alistair. How do you maintain that? I love when people have these kinds of bodies in things like, 300 was a great example of those types of bodies. That's not what strong men looked in those days. Like in 300, the Spartans, even though the Spartans were like, chiseled perfect specimens of men because that's all they did. real strength training and real strong people don't look like that. You have to specifically target tone and build muscle in places in order to sculpt a body, you know, like that, or in 300. Actual warriors look a little bit bland, as you can see from like any art from the day, or like, you know, it's just funny that like we perceive bulbous ballooned muscles as strength, when in actuality somebody who doesn't even look close to that can be way stronger. Have you ever seen a good example? A great example is a farmer body. Have you ever seen a farmer with his shirt off? I grew up in a farming community, and the farming kids who like throw hay bales all fucking day, like just heaving hay bales into like the loft and stuff, doing insane strength. Like these guys are strong as fuck. Are wiry guys without huge muscles, but they are fucking strong and scrappy. Are you afraid you're gonna be left alone?
Duncan's dead. The Grey Wardens. Even the King. They're all dead. Oh, this doesn't seem real. If it weren't for Morrigan's mother, we'd be dead on top of that tower.
Do not talk about me as if I am not present, lad.
I didn't mean... But what do we call you? You've never told us your name?
Names are pretty, but useless. The chastened folk call me Flemeth. I suppose it will do.
That's a horrible name. Flemeth.
From the legends? Daveth was right. You're the Witch of the Wilds, aren't you?
And what does that mean? I know a bit of magic, and it has served you both well, has it not?
Who cares what she is? We need to do something now. So why did you save us? If you're Flemeth, why you must be very old and powerful.
Must I? Age and power are relative. It depends on who is asking. Compared to you, yes, on both counts.
Then why didn't you save Duncan? He was.
Wait, are you guys
our
saying that
leader.
that's Janeway?
I am sorry for your Duncan, but your grief must come later. In the dark shadows before you take vengeance,
I guess
as my mother once said.
It does sound like,
Duty
yeah.
must come now.
Holy shit.
It has always been the Grey Warden's duty to unite the lands against the Blight. Or did that change when I wasn't looking?
It's weird. Behind the accent, I couldn't really tell. To me, Janeway's actually red now because of the most recent show I've been watching her in. It changed when most of them were slaughtered. The Grey Wardens are no more. Let someone else do it. This land is hardly united, thanks to Loghain.
That doesn't make any sense. Why would he do it?
Now that is a good question. Men's hearts hold shadows
Just
darker
looking at
than any
Alistair's
tainted
little
creature.
codpiece.
Perhaps he believes the Blight is an army he can outmaneuver. Perhaps he does not see that the evil behind it is the true threat.
The Archdemon.
We need to find this archdemon.
By ourselves? No Grey Warden has ever defeated a Blight without the army of a half-dozen nations at his back. Not to mention... I don't know how.
How to kill the Archdemon, or how to raise an army? It seems to me those are two different questions, Have the Wardens no allies these days?
I don't know. Duncan said that the Grey Wardens of Orlais had been called, and Arl Eamon would never stand for this, surely.
Arl Eamon? Is this someone important?
I suppose. Arl Eamon wasn't at Ostagar. He still has all his men. And he was Kaelin's uncle. I know him. He's a good man, respected in the Landsmeet. Of course, we could go to Redcliffe and appeal to him for help.
Surely there are other allies we could call on. That sounds like an excellent idea. Keep in mind that Loghain was also an honorable man. Everyone will see the danger that the Blight poses, right? Keep in mind that Loghain was an honorable man.
The Arl would never do what Tairn Loghain did. I know him too well. I still don't know if Al Eamon's help would be enough. He can't defeat the Darkspawn horde by himself.
Surely there are allies he would I just caught a glimpse in the shadow chat of stuff that's really fucking annoying, that sentiment. People coming into the shadow chat asking how things are going, and people say he hates it cause Fraser. What? Just after I got done explaining that I don't hate it? What's wrong with you guys? Seriously. What the fuck? Stop watching. If that's your attitude towards my honest opinions. If I don't love something, I hate it. And yes, I am getting grumpy after I see something like that. And Alright, anyway. Time to wrap up. We'll find a way. It's up to us, after all.
You have more at your disposal than you think.
Of course! The treaties! Grey Wardens can demand aid from dwarves, elves, mages, and other places. They're obligated to help us during a blight.
I may be old, but dwarves, elves, mages, this Arl Eamon, and who knows what else. This sounds like an army to me.
So can we do this? Go to Redcliffe and these other places and build an army?
If you stop pancaking, why not? Let's do it.
So you are set then, ready to be Grey Wardens.
As ready as we'll ever be. I'd be happy with just staying alive. Yes, thank you very much, Flemeth.
No, thank you. You are the Grey Wardens here, not I. Now, before you go, there is yet one more thing I can offer you.
The stew is bubbling, Mother dear. Shall
Your
we
daughter?
have 2 guests for the eve, or none?
The Grey Wardens are leaving shortly, girl. And you will be joining them.
Such a shame. What?
You heard me, girl. The last time I looked, you had ears.
Well met! Thank you, but if Morgan doesn't, what makes you think we'd want her?
Her magic will be useful. Even better, she knows the wilds and how to get past the horde.
Have I no say in this?
You have been itching to get out of the wilds for years. Here is your chance. As for you, Wardens, consider this repayment for your lives.
Very well, we'll take her with us. Was this your idea all along? She'd better be as useful as you say.
Oh, she is. You could use some magic, and my Morrigan's as cunning as a root lizard.
Not to
She better be able to
look a
root my
gift
lizard.
horse in the mouth, but won't this add to our problems? Out of the wilds, she's an apostate.
If you do not wish help from us illegal mages, young man, perhaps I should have left you on that tower.
Point taken.
Mother, this is not how I wanted this. I'm not even ready.
You must be ready. Alone, these two must unite for Eldon against the Darkspawn. They need you, Morrigan. Without you, they will surely fail, and all will perish under the Blight. Even I.
I understand.
And you, Wardens, do you understand? I give you that which I value above all in this world. I do this because you must succeed.
Thanks, Aceville, for clearing that up. Luffy, forgiven. And when I gripe about the shadow chat, it's not about all shadow chatters, by the way. It's just unfortunate whenever I comment on the shadow chat, it's usually because I've seen something that pisses me off. She won't come to harm with us. We don't need her help.
Let her guide you out of the wilds. If you truly do not desire her help after that, simply tell her so.
She could just as easily lead us into Darkspawn, you know?
I could just as easily have left you to them. Morrigan will not fail you.
Allow me to get my things, if you please.
She's not happy with this.
I am at your disposal.
Put some
Grey
fucking
Wardens.
clothes on.
I suggest a village north of the wilds as our first destination.
I suggest
It is
a
not
tunic.
far, and you will find much you need there. Or, if you prefer, I shall simply be your silent guide. The choice is yours.
You've got to put some clothes on so that I can unequip them. You're not one of us until you're clothed and then disrobed. I prefer you speak your mind.
You will regret saying that.
Dear sweet
Well
mother,
met!
You are so kind to cast me out like this. How fondly I shall remember this moment.
Well, I always said, if you want something done, do it yourself. Or hear about it for a decade or two afterwards.
Do you really want to take her along because her mother says so?
Oh, get over yourself, Alistair.
If you worry that I will summon demons and transform into an abomination, I assure you I will at least wait until you are not looking.
I feel better already.
I think we should just get underway. I have some questions.
I may have answers. Ask.
Have you ever been outside the wilds?
From time to time, I have been to the village I mentioned, watched its people, and pondered what curious beings they are. On occasion, I purchased goods from the village merchants. There I spoke with men a little. There they stared and knew me as an outsider. Mother wishes for me to expand the horizon of my experience beyond the wilds. Even she was not born here.
What skills do you have?
I know a few spells, though I am nowhere near as powerful as Mother. I have also studied history and your Grey Warden treaties.
Can you cook?
I can cook, yes.
Excellent. You'll at least be of some use.
I also know at least 15 different poisons that grow right here in this marsh. Not that I would suggest 'tis at all related to cooking.
Yes, I don't see how those relate. More questions. Tell me how this village to the north.
'Tis a small place of little consequence called Lothering. No more than a stop along your Imperial Highway where travelers purchase goods from local farms and smiths.
I said tell
I
me
would
how
go
this
more
village
often
to the
were it
north, not
for the
what.
town's chantry. It makes the village particularly intolerant and unpleasant for a stranger such as me.
A chantry? And they never in all this time thought that maybe you were a witch?
Of course they have. They even called out their Templars once. They found nothing.
Is there any reason to go to Lothering?
I mention it for its tavern, where travelers gather with news from other places. 'Tis small enough that our appearance might go unnoticed. Beyond that, 'tis close, and I know the way.
How are we to get past Darkspawns?
The real question is how we are going to get your friend past the Darkspawn, is it not?
That's true. We can sense the Darkspawn. Conversely, they can sense us.
I don't sense any Darkspawns.
You won't right away. No. It takes time. We should be able to sneak past smaller groups, but larger ones, or particularly intelligent Darkspawn, will always detect us.
Mother has given me something else for them to smell instead as we pass by. 'Tis important we head out of the wilds, however, not farther in.
The Darkspawn are camped farther in the forest?
They come from underground, like an eruption. They broke through deep within the forest, and that is where they will be most concentrated.
I have no more questions.
Farewell, Mother. Do not forget the stew on the fire. I would hate to return to a burned-down hut.
Bah! 'Tis far more likely you will return to see this entire area, along with my hut, swallowed up by the blight.
All I meant was...
Yes, I know. Do try to have fun, dear.
Well met. Alright, Morgan, let's get you out of those sexy cloths.
The time has come to leave the wilds. Do you not agree?
auto level yourself there. Fucking Alistair. Wait a minute. Maybe I should turn this guy into a tank. What's his constitution like? Yeah, you're gonna be all tank. I don't know what to give him here. Templar. Which one of these should I give him? You guys decide. I don't want to choose. Wait, maybe this one? Yeah, this looks tanky. Yeah, do that. Bam. Oh yeah, need to get Morgan undressed. Alright, so what do we got here? There we go. Done. You're ready for battle. Wait, you weren't wearing that bra underneath whatever the fuck else you were wearing? Why are you suddenly... Whatever. Jesus. See that S. Not bad. Not as good as Dragon's Duck, but, I mean, wait, what am I called? What's the name of my... Cinderella Chinduck. That is funny, though. She's become more clothed somehow by being disrobed. Anywho, that's as far as we go today. I put in some good time. I logged some good time on this. Came to a turning point in the story. I'll try to come back to it. Sell me on it, guys. Does it get better? It seemed that combat became no better as I went along. It wasn't challenging anyways. One more chance. Don't think it will grow on me. Do the Dragon Age stories tie together? Does Dragon Age 2 and Dragon Age, like, are they the same? Do they follow the same storyline, or are they completely different? DA2 and DA3 seem to tie it together, but DA1 is like its own story. It's the world that is altered. So it's like stories taking place in different times during the same world. Different countries a year apart from each other. So wait, if it's different countries a year apart from each other, then that means that one is experiencing the blight as well. What? DA2 is better for your reasoning of going into DA3. If that's why I'm playing this, which is kind of why I'm playing it, yeah. I'm also just playing it because I want to understand, like, you know, a game that's kind of famous in gaming history. I'm supposing that it was popular or that it got a lot of acclaim when it came out because it was something new that hadn't been done before. Just trying to figure out exactly like what it is that hooked people or made them love it when it first came out. Whoa, Baldur's Gate. This is like Baldur's Gate to you? Really? I don't feel that. I played and loved Baldur's Gate, and I don't feel like this is at all like that. Baldur's Gate's not the Baldur's Gate I'm thinking of. Okay. Because I'm thinking of Baldur's Gate, the hack and slash, cooperative hack and slash that Ben and I used to play together. CRPG. What is CRPG? Isometric real-time RPGs like this one. Computer RPG. I never played the Baldur's Gate series then. So Dark Alliance was like sort of a spin-off game then, or like an offshoot, sort of, just based in the universe, but wasn't really. Ben and I played that and we loved it. I remember, what system was it on? Like PlayStation? So as far as I knew, that was what Baldur's Gate games were. I didn't know that they were different. I didn't own a good PC until very late in my growing up, so I didn't play many computer games. By the time I was playing computer games, like I played Doom at my friend's house, and then eventually I got a computer that could run Doom. But mostly, like by the time I got a computer that could run anything, I ran Quake 2, and then I played like only Quake 2 until I moved out, basically, as far as computers went. Well, regardless of whether it needed a good PC or not, I also didn't have a lot of money, so buying a bunch of games was just out of the question. So as far as games went, the consoles got priority for us because we could rent games, whereas computer games we couldn't rent, so I didn't play a lot of computer games because of that. Anyways, yeah, I might give this another chance. Maybe when I wake up today. It has to kind of be before Tuesday because a whole bunch of shit starts then. We're gonna have, you know, the DLC for Dark Souls 2 and Hearthstone Story Mode, Champions of, Naxxmas. So I gotta kind of keep playing this before then. Because if it's going to win me over, it's got to be kind of before all that other stuff starts. So that I'll be at least tempted to come back to it later, right? Alright guys, thanks for watching. See you later.